It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we'll see who rules the skies in tonight's battle. It's the Jets and the Falcons, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They will be led out by the former Heisman Trophy winner back in 2016. Always a handful to contain, Lamar Jackson.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
Now Jackson on first down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Alvarado. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. He may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Buying time to his left. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. There he goes right side. He's at the 50. 30. 10. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Jackson. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Hands it off out of the gun. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Falcons grab it. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. This defense for the Jets, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct. 2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
You gotta love a guy who'll stand in there and deliver. No matter what the pressure, waits for the route to come open, hangs in there, and completes the pass.
They'll roll him out right. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. Well, the Falcons are an extra extra point away from tying the football game. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. I think he's still shaking his head a little. It was his fumble on the previous drive that led to the touchdown that has us tied.
And sometimes it's worse on a runner who drops it like that to watch the other team take the ball downfield and score than maybe if they just returned it right away. You know what I mean? Because sometimes what happens that fast, you're right back out on the field. Instead, he had to watch it happen. Let's see if it affects him going forward the rest of the game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Now Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he's got some space here.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
2nd and 2. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. This a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That's on big Mekhi Becton, first-round pick in 2020. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got his man, Gates. Gets past one man, and he takes it all the way down to the 32. Big yardage that time for the Jets. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Oh, now Miller slow in getting up. He's still down on the ground. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. We'll check on his status when we get back. He finds his man, complete. That's Logan. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
A gain of 21
Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arms saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. On second and very short, Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time.
And this is caught by Gates. He's got a Jets touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
We have seen this before.
And now, as with every potential target, we'll take a second look at this. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. And a give this time to the tailback. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 55 rushing yards, rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now they try the right side here. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run?
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown! A great effort there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. So that'll back them up 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On third down, Jackson. And that's complete to Gates. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. His throw incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Jackson. He finds Hillman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Stop short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Jackson going for it all. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
Flushed out right, and he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And his kick is indeed good, and that will tie things at 17 all. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
7 yards, the pickup there. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Short throw caught by Pitts. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll look to throw again. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there.
Touchdown! It's complete. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the Falcons score to cap it off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10.
And the Jets going to go on offense one last time in this first half.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. So we've come upon halftime. No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick, please? Thank you. All right, let's go.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Taken at the goal line.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And, Johnson dinged up a bit. Still down. Hopefully nothing serious. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And running with power here. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
He finds his man, complete. That's Bishop. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. With his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game.
And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
118 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Alvarado. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. That's caught by Howard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
He finds his man complete. It's Alvarado. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. That's how you get in the coach's doghouse. The first one lost. This time you lose it, and it's taken in for a score. It really hurt.
And about that doghouse, it won't exactly be comfortable, and it definitely won't be air-conditioned.
Milk bones?
None.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
17.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. We were down there. That message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it. Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Jackson now. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll make it 2nd down. Now a first carry for their fullback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Call it a pickup of 7, and just like that, it's 3rd down. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And he finds McLaurin. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Running right through him. Gets through, and now an opening. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now pull. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd and 5 now. Jackson. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
138 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Let's go. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Falcons are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Another go-around now for the Jets offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. That one will set them back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Second and 13. Throw left side complete. That's Alvarado. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll get it. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
On 3rd down, Jackson slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Right back to him on 1st down. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets it down to the 32.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. A try here for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. New York's offense back out there and set to go.
Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of McLaurin.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Throwing is Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off right around the 43.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing.